what usually I ask my guests to give a piece of advice, to leave us with some piece of advice. Um, but for you, I'd like you to do the same, but I want you to really think about who is it that you would like to leave this advice to? Is it for parents? Is it for students? Is it for the migrant students? So choose an audience, no pressure, and give us some advice.
Well, the advice that I would give would be for students, and the advice that I give students in my class that I would leave this podcast with is that recognize everything that you bring into the classroom, all the experiences you've had, everything your family has deposited in you, and take that into a classroom. And if you do that, you're going to step into that classroom a little bit differently. You're not walking into the classroom as an empty container that's going to be filled with knowledge by the instructor or the professor. While you might learn something, you also come in with a lot of lived experiences, things you've had to overcome. And when I talk to students, high school or college, I tell them that high school and college can both feel like very big places. And I use the metaphor of sort of being a small boat in the ocean. And if you can't anchor yourself in anything, you're gonna be pushed around. You might even be smashed up against the rocks. So I tell students, use everything that you bring into the classroom. Have that be your anchor and drop it right in the center. And that is going to keep you grounded and keep you in place for your time there. You will not be moved around because there is value in everything that your parents have taught you, the experiences you've had, and let's never forget that we come into learning spaces with so much community cultural wealth, stories, and use them, leverage them, and use them to help ground you and keep you anchored in spaces that might seem unfamiliar. Uh, but and if you do that, I think you will find success.